Okay bro, sige, sige. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yung instructor si ano master sumakay na po yung operator. Bubuhatin yung kulay blue. Ayun na, umandar na po yung makina. Umandar na po. Sa ngayon po medyo ayos pa yung usapan. Ayos pa yung usapan nila. Ewan ko lang mamaya. Kung may tumalsik dyan na ano. May tumalsik ng ngipin sa isa sa mga ito. Ayan, start engine na. Baka kaya ini pwede mag TikTok. Bag, bawal dyan. Restricted. Sabihin nga, kawawa naman itong mga homeless na to. Nahulog naman. Magapang na. Tago na ang cameraman malamig na. Basa na. Basa na ang cameraman. Tago. Tama na yan?
WorkSafe comes around, they're kind of looking for, they're looking for that manual. They want to make sure you have all the information you need. So this machine, if it goes over on the door, if it falls, tips over this way, so it's on the door. How are you going to get out? Okay, that might be a thing. So a lot of times inside there, you'll find a small hammer, a little axe, a way to break the window. Okay, so you might find something like that. So, if it's first time in the machine, have a look around. Look for a little hammer, some way to get out. This one, green square. That means, escape. So in there's little round rings and pins going through the hinge. So you grab those, you pull the pins out of the hinge, you push the glass out, and you get out that way. Some machines, the rubber around the window, there's a little tab on there. You pull that, all the rubber comes out of the window, and now you push the glass out of the way and climb out that way. Yeah, you could get trapped in there if it goes on the door. And speaking of the door, this door, I'm going to leave it open probably so I can talk to you, but you have to be careful if you have the door open. Sometimes the wheel will touch the door and it'll grab the door and rip it right off, break it, damage it, so we don't want to do that. And then some are split. You can close the bottom, leave the top open. So this one's okay. The wheel actually does not quite touch it, but you got to be careful of that because you don't want to have to explain where the door's open. So the first wheel that we come to as we go around, we're looking at rubber rim plug nuts. So any cuts, damage to the sidewall, the rim, any cracks, dents, rust. Well, you're probably almost always going to have rust. A little bit, hopefully a little bit of rust. So the lug nuts, maybe see how many threads we got. Make sure they all look the same. Okay, so they're all the same. Okay, we feel good about that. So here you can see your cylinders pushing on those really strong structural parts there. Want to have a look there at the welds. No welds letting go. No cracks or anything that's bent. So anything that looks bad from here. Okay, so around the back, walking around. There's one of the leveling cylinders. Okay, so we got one here and one in the front. So just two, that does that frame leveling. The radiator is way in there. You can just kind of barely see it through there. So it's well protected. we want to have a look and make sure, no damage or anything like that. And well, it's a little wet today, but we look for puddles underneath, so here's our hoses, hydraulic hoses running up to the back. Okay, dry, no fluid leaking, no damage that we can see. And then on this side, once again, those really strong parts that everything is pushing on, bad welds, cracks, anything that's bent. Okay, and then this wheel, next wheel, rubber rim lug nuts. The rubber, nothing on the sidewall, maybe check the inside sidewall. Rim, no cracks, no dents. And the lug nuts, all about the same. So this one here, the engine access, we're checking things like coolant and oil and everything is really bad for this machine. The radiator fluid, coolant, there's an overflow up here. So to see it, you got to get just at the right angle, looking through here, and it's really hard to see. So I'm seeing that the level is, there's a cold and hot, and it's just above the cold. It's a little on the low side. It could use a top up, the coolant. The oil is in here. So other machines like the JLG, there's a big hood, you lift the hood, everything's all there. You have coolant, oil, everything. This one's can be a little tough. For oil, so the filler cap and the dipstick all in one. So we got 3 dots, it's right up there, so looks like we got good amount of oil. Air filter, so there's a block indicator, so this will pop out if it's all choked up, off, open. And sometimes on here, you can give this a squeeze and something might come out of there. It lets you know that there's a lot of stuff in there. Maybe you can open it up and clean it up. So here's our fuel tank. Fuel cap is on there and locked. And here's a mirror for this side, so nice and clean. It's got a lot of rain on it, which reduces our visibility. The hydraulic level is always different on them. This one, there's our hydraulic level there. It's a round indicator there. You can kind of see where it's at. It really changes when you change the level, of course, right? Helps if it's level. I don't know if it's leaning this way a little bit now. Okay, next wheel. Rubber, sidewall good. Rim, no cracks or dents. Lug nuts, same thread. Inside looks okay. There's the other leveling cylinder there. So the whole time we're looking underneath for fuel leaking, hydraulic, any puddles. Hard to tell on a wet day. To move, but the sections that we go, they're bad, sure. Just kind of barely some, but they keep things moving smoothly. So on here, our attachment is just a fork carriage, very plain. So we're looking at the forks, no cracks, especially across here, no deep gouges. Bends, anything like that. So the way the attachments go on, all different. This is the locking plate. The spring's going to push it forward, but it can't move in this position. So this kind of shows us that locking plate. When it's back, it's locked. And there's that spring is trying to push it forward, but it can't because it can't move. So to change this, unlock it, you'd probably put blocks underneath this, and you'd set it on, and and then push it down. And when you push it down, it stays. This part goes down, and then that spring will push the plate forward, kind of like this. Okay, now it's unlocked, and you can kind of see how you curl back out from underneath that support, and then you're free to go over and grab the next one. So theoretically, you don't have to get out of the seat if you're if you have the blocks, yeah, and they're all different, right? So with this one, when we're going in picking something up, there's our blue block over there. As we go underneath this, if we get too low and the forks are dragging and it's pushing, it kind of pushes this bar up, and you see it go up in here. You got to be careful about that, because if you go down too much on that, this comes up, that goes down, and then our plate